This is Sway.
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 In the morning.
In the morning.
In the morning.
O'Shea goodbye.
Wake your fuck ass up. That crust out your eyes.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. 41 minutes into the hour, we do First Aid with Kelly Kincaid to elevate your life, mind, body, and spirit. And Kelly is somebody that cares.
Yes.
She's no expert, but you don't have to be an expert to know how to take care of yourself.
Yes.
And have a better way of life. Right, Kelly?
Yes, Kelly cares for the citizens.
That's what's up. Kelly cares.
You know,
Hashtag.
Thank you. Well, Sway, today, Valentine's Day is coming up.
Yes.
And I had to get the heart healer in here to talk about this. Rob Hill Sr. He's a motivational speaker, entrepreneur, and an author of many books. And you are quite popular on social media. You know, yesterday we had Bethany Mota,
Yes.
who is a popular YouTube sensation. You have a big audience on YouTube.
Thank you.
Or on Instagram and Twitter. And, you know, it was so appropriate to bring you here today. I have a mentor, and we were talking about Valentine's Day, and she was just like, oh, I'm going to be so lonely. And I said, why?
Right.
You know, what's the big deal about Valentine's Day? And I'm sure that a lot of your followers are talking to you about that. Mm-hmm. What are some of the things that you tell people? Valentine's to me is just another day.
We all understand self-love. You know,
Yeah.
we all understand that primarily. That's a big thing about how our love with anyone else will work. If you're sad on Valentine's Day, it's probably a sign that you need to love yourself a little bit better. And when I say that, I don't even mean to sound cliche, but it's really like you're putting way too much on a day.
Word.
You know, and it's, of course, people say the year-round stuff, but literally, if you can't have fun with yourself, if you can't invest in yourself and find something to do with your time, it's a day.
Yeah.
Literally, it's just a day. Now, I know we hype it up about love and everything, but you should have that.
Yeah. So, Rob, you talk a lot about love and relationships in some of your books. I Got You, Restoring Confidence in Love and Relationships for Single People. You talk a lot to them. Like, what motivated you to start talking about this?
Getting it wrong.
Really?
Getting it wrong. Quote in I Got You is more than anything, I'm just trying to get it right with someone who's just as tired of getting it wrong as I am.
Mm-hmm.
I don't believe love has to be that deep. I don't believe it has to be as complicated as we make it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, literally, we are all just trying to do better.
Right.
None of us know the exact way. None of us know the perfect way to make it last forever. We can write, we can theory, we can do all of those things, but none of us know. So with my books, if nothing else, it's just a tool. And if I'm off, love me enough to say, yo, you off right there. This is, make me stronger.
Right.
You understand that I got a platform, so investing in me could only really help people. But no, I try to keep it extremely practical. I think love is what we make it.
All right, Rob Hill Sr. is here, man. I feel like we got to have a one-on-one counseling session after this, bro. You said something that touched my heart. I don't think it needs to be so complicated,
Right.
Shouldn't.
So complex, right?
It shouldn't be. It shouldn't be. Love is supposed to increase you, make you feel better. If it does anything opposite of that, it's not love. You might just call it that, but it's not.
I'm about to hang out with this dude. Rob Hill Sr. is here, man. Listen, if it's Valentine's Day, I know a lot of people, ironically, are sad around this time. For the reasons that Rob was speaking about, maybe you're not giving yourself enough love, and if you don't, because you don't have a companion, or even if you do, and you're going through turmoil, or you're going through happiness, call us and share your story, and maybe Rob could drop some gems on you. 888-742-3345. 49 minutes into the hour. We're in the middle of First Aid with Kelly Kincaid.
Yes, and you were just listening to Rob Hill Sr. from his mixtape called The Heart Healer that you can get on thatpiff.com. I love that. I was going through that, and I love audiobooks. Mm-hmm. And I thought this was a great idea for people. Like, if you need something, sometimes I need to think about myself to just keep me motivated.
Right.
And to hear Mel's voice, that's good. But today we're talking about Valentine's Day and people with self-love and just getting through this day, because a lot of people are feeling lonely. I don't have a Valentine's this week or this year. Mm-hmm. What am I going to do? I feel alone. And I thought that you coming up here talking to them, because you do a daily motivational like tweet or Instagram for people.
Right.
Like, what's some things that you can tell people?
Well, one, I would hope that people have friends or understand the value of their friends. Everybody is not going to be in the happily forever relationship at the same time.
Right.
You got to be able to put yourself out there, but you also got to have more fun with love than just romance. There's so many other ways to give love, to have love, to share, especially on a day like this, that don't even involve romance.
Give some
And
examples.
it could be just conversation. Trace, when's the last time you looked at somebody in their eyes, you had a conversation, and you actually believed the words that were coming out of their mouth?
When
you
I spoke to
related
my
to
mama.
them. You know what I mean? But that's called intimacy. It's ways to have intimacy without sex, without all of that, without actually being in love. You can talk to a person, and actually relate, share some experiences. And, that might have you feeling rich on this Valentine's Day. You never know.
See, what he's saying can apply to both folks, but as a man, I totally 100% relate to what you're saying.
Right.
It's, the way you achieve love can happen in so many different ways, and it doesn't have to be the same thing over and over that justifies or determine if this is love.
Right. We try to box it in, man. Boxing it in makes us feel comfortable with it. This is love and this is that type of love. Okay, we understand that. But it can grow. It can change. It's actually supposed to.
Yeah.
And people don't really want to accept that.
Rob Hill Sr. is here. Hey, what are your social media platforms people could go on?
I'm on all social media. It's Rob Hill Sr. That's ROBHILLSR. You can check out the Heart Healer app. It's in Google Play and on the iTunes store. It's just Heart Healer. And my website is robhillsinger.com.
Okay, we got Mike from Texas on the line. Mike, good morning. How you doing?
Morning. I'm doing good. How you doing, Sway?
Hey, man, I can't complain. I was on Empire last night. Did you see me?
No, I missed it last night. I was working.
Okay. Thanks for the
Damn.
love. All right, so what would you like to add, or what would you like to say to Rob?
Well, I want to say, Rob, Valentine's Day is another day, but like you said, you don't have to be intimate. Me and my wife been together for 2 years. I know her for 12, and I love her every day. So Valentine's Day every day for me. So that's how I treat it.
That's wonderful.
Real.
That's what's up, man. We got Jacob on the line from Colorado. Good morning, Jacob.
What up, Sway?
What up, homie? How you feeling?
Oh, I'm straight. Driving down to Arizona, actually, from Colorado to see my girlfriend.
Okay.
We've been doing long distance for like 5 years. I'm in the marijuana industry, so I got to be in Colorado. She's in grad school, so she's out of state. But I understand it's just another day, but at the same time, if you can't see that person all the time, you really got to spend that extra money and treat them nice, make sure they know that you love you, not just say it. And actions do speak louder than words, but I want to say I love Stephanie Broderick. One love.
There it is, man. Jacob, you're a citizen of Sway in the Morning, man. What do you? How do you? Would you like to add on to what he's saying?
Yeah. You definitely got to show up for the people that matter when you have time to. I'm not saying if you do have time to spend time, please do so.
Yeah.
If there is something thoughtful you can do, please do so.
Mm-hmm.
What I'm saying is just don't put so much pressure on this day and make it seem like you're a failure of love just because you aren't in a relationship or have that person right now. But definitely, if you do, by all means, go out. Go all out. Show them that they're special.
That's what's up. Rob Hill Sr., man. Thanks for coming by, man.
Of course, I appreciate you guys having me.
Absolutely.
I really do.
And Kelly, how can they find out?
Well, you'll see this interview back up on swaysuniverse.com, and we'll just showcase your books and everything. But
Awesome.
also, you're still on the Living Your Life tour.
Well, me and Kenny Burns, we are working on a new tour, but I also have a couple more coming up, which is basically The Real with Rob Hill, which basically we'll do a brunch series, and we'll do a couple other speaking events as far as writing workshops, because people don't know I self-published my first 4.
Mm-hmm.
I had to really grind in order to get this new book deal that I have. And I just want to talk about that process, what it really takes to go through, because it was ugly. I was in the Navy before this.
Yeah.
So it's only been 3 years full time. I got out in 2012.
Mm-hmm. Thank you for your service, man.
I appreciate
Yes.
that.
All
I
right.
appreciate that.
Kelly Kincaid, how can they reach you?
You can reach me on Twitter, Kelly Kincaid, KELLYKINKAID. Happy Valentine's Day to everyone who celebrates it.
It's Sway in the Morning, only
on Shea 45.